So why run? Let's start with some of the obvious benefits you can experience. Build up your bone and muscle strength, improve your cardiovascular health, reduce overall mental stress, and give you a confidence boost. So we all know that obesity is a big problem, but how big is it really? Data shows that 41.9% of adults in the US have obesity, and worldwide, it's not looking good either, with more than 1 billion people having obesity. Now friends, I want to share with you my reasons for doing this 5K running challenge. I used to be very fit and healthy with a six-pack when in high school. Then I went to very fat. I was part of the obesity problem, but now it's my time to come back and burn some serious fat. So I am totally a beginner at running longer distances, and I wanted to give myself a challenge by choosing a 5K. But during my research and seeing other people do this challenge, I realized something. About half of the people I saw doing this challenge got injured. So I mean, what is the point of even doing this if I'm going to end up injured and gaining back weight? I want to be extra careful and find a sustainable approach, and I'm hoping this can help you too. What are my 4 big rules? Number 1, run 30 5K days. Although it may not be 30 days straight, which leads to number 2. It's okay to take rest days. Try not to exceed 2 though. This will help me focus on recovery and avoid injuries. Number 3, take before and after pictures and videos, and track the results from my first run to my last run and compare. I'm about to start my very first run and I am super pumped. So to help me warm up, I'm gonna be doing some of my favorite dynamic stretches, which I'll show you in a bit here. And I Googled online beforehand because I want to avoid serious injury as a beginner runner, and one of the best things you can do is starting with a brisk walk. So I'm gonna try that out as well. Let's get at it. So for the first 10 runs, I decided to do an interval of 10 minutes walking followed by 5 minutes of jogging, and keep repeating this until I finish the 5K. I will record how long it takes to do this first 5K and compare it to the 30th 5K run at the end. Speeding things up, I could feel my fat giving a good jiggle jiggle. At 5,000 meters or 5K, 55 minutes. For my runs number 4 and 5, I went to a different gym location because my other one was under maintenance. My glutes have been very sore, but I've been trying to stretch them out each night before bed. As you can see, I've done most of my runs to this point at the gym because it's very convenient for me, but I will make sure to get some outdoor running under my belt soon. So far, I lost 2 pounds after the first 7 runs. Okay, instead of walking 10 minutes followed by 5 minutes of running and repeating, I will do half-half. 7.5 minutes of walking and then 7.5 minutes of running. The cool thing here is that this allowed me to shred off 4 to 5 minutes from my total run time from the first run. I really pushed myself on run number 14 and cut off about 7 minutes from my first run time. Hey everyone, so I just completed my 15th run and actually it felt really great. Now that I've made it halfway through my running journey, I've actually prepared something very special and I will show you in a bit. I thought it would be appropriate to treat myself to a traditional Chinese foot and leg massage. The water was hot and felt so good with different herbs inside as well. Hey guys, I feel like my legs are clouds right now. I don't know how to describe it, but it feels so good. My legs feel so relieved. Yeah. Okay, let's have some fun and introduce outdoor running. To be honest, I've noticed that my overall stamina and also recovery time are improving. And I've gotta say that I have gained so much respect for runners, because there are days I just don't want to run. I'm feeling sore, or even while running, I just want to stop at times. So my hat's off to all of you regular runners out there. You are amazing. One more thing is that I used to have shin splints for the longest time, so I really wanted to focus on prioritizing recovery. In my mind, I would tell myself to land soft. There was this video I saw online that really helped me, and it said to focus on landing soft on your feet. Just lift your legs and let them fall naturally instead of focusing so much on how you're landing on your feet. Land soft. On to recovery days. I started implementing some weight training between run days and practiced some active recovery. I did get sick halfway through this challenge, but I was able to recover quickly. On these recovery days, I really focused on controlled breathing and getting in those deep stretches. Did this multiple times throughout the 35K run challenge, so please do not forget the importance of recovery. And friends, if you haven't already, implement some foam rolling for deep muscle repair. It hurts, but it hurts so good. I rolled out my calves, which would be really tight at times, my quads, etc. Now I'm increasing my jog time and decreasing walk time, basically flipping the interval I use on runs 1 through 10. Instead of doing 10 minutes walking and 5 minutes running, I'm doing 10 minutes of running with 5 minutes of walking on repeat until I hit my 5K. Doing this new jog walk interval was really hard at first, but things got easier over time. But then another challenge arose. Something really strange happened this day. The entirety of my legs had a numbing sensation a little over halfway through my run. I pushed through and kept thinking about why it was happening. So that morning I was basically running on an energy drink and a banana. I think that I was low on hydration as well. But I'm curious, has this ever happened to you while running? Let me know in the comment section below. A 44-minute run on day 25. Woohoo! I was able to go really fast at times too. 9 minutes down from my first run. Then, of course, I experienced some more unexpected challenges. On my 27th run, I did not want to jog and was running off a little sleep and only liquids. Then this huge side stitch or side ache occurred, but instead of quitting, I reduced the intensity and had to keep going. During my 28th run, the side stitch happened again. Up until this point, I had no side aches during this challenge. I decided to get more sleep, prioritize rest, and fortunately, I was back at it on run 29 with no problems. Okay, on to run 30. I was feeling a bit under the weather. Started with a light jog, and honestly, the speed or intensity varied quite a bit. The goal here was to not walk the entire 5K, so I would have some light jogging, but a lot of intense running as well. It was super fun. And my time was 33 minutes and 50 seconds versus 55 minutes from my first run. Something very special happened towards the end of my run. For the last 500 meters, I just felt like I was on this cloud. It was so surreal, maybe because it was my last run, or maybe because I was able to push myself further than I'd expected. And honestly, I just felt peace. It was incredible and very emotional at the same time. Now thinking about it, I went from not being able to jog the entire time and mostly walking to being able to jog a full 5K. Of course, I've still got a ways to go, but this is huge progress. So did I get injured? There was a numbing sensation and side stitches that happened a couple of times, but it went away when I got more rest and hydration. I received no serious injuries, so I would say that this is a success. In total, I lost 6 pounds, 200 to 194 pounds. But more importantly, I feel great, look leaner, gained muscle, and so much stamina and confidence. Now on to lessons I learned. This can be summed up into 3 things that had the biggest impact on my overall progress and success. Number 1, adjust your expectations. Half the battle is honestly showing up, but I learned it's important to not expect perfection. Your best will look different every day, and that's okay. For me, starting off with walking more than jogging, recording that and posting it here was very humbling, but looking back, it was absolutely worth it. Number 2, make a plan that gradually increases intensity. Slowly increasing my jogging durations was actually very motivating to me. It also helped me see clearly my progress. And number 3, rest, recovery, and hydration are so essential. This includes getting enough sleep, stretching daily, and taking time to get really deep stretches, rolling out muscles, etc. But man, I've got to say that the runner's high I experienced on my last run made all the hard work and effort 110% worth it. The goal of this channel I've created is to document my dad bod transformation, and it feels like I'm finally getting closer to reaching that visible six-pack. Next up is my 30-day shred challenge. Please drop a like, friends, and follow to see more. Catch you next video.